Historians, welcome back. We are now in the book of Exodus in the Bible. This story starts off with the birth of a very important person.
Yes, very important, Jason. But first, let's start with a brief message from Joseph. That's right, historians. Joseph left a message for the people of Israel.
My brothers, I am about to die, but God will visit you and bring you up out of the land of Egypt to the land that he swore to give to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob and their people. God will surely visit you. Now swear to me that you will carry up my bones from Egypt and take me home.
We swear, brother.
Joseph died at 110 years old. They embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt. His brothers, as well as that entire generation, followed Joseph in death. The people of Israel were fruitful and increased greatly. They multiplied and grew exceedingly strong, so that the land was filled with them. After 400 years had passed, a new Pharaoh became king of Egypt, and he did not know Joseph.
Behold, the people of Israel are too many and too mighty for us. Come, let us deal shrewdly with them, lest they multiply. And if war breaks out, they join our enemies and fight against us and escape from the land.
The Egyptians assigned taskmasters to afflict them with heavy burdens. The Hebrews built store cities for Pharaoh. The more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied, and the more they spread abroad. And the Egyptians were in dread of the people of Israel. So they ruthlessly made the people of Israel work as slaves, and made their lives bitter with hard service, in mortar and brick, and in all kinds of work in the field. In all their work, they ruthlessly made them work as slaves. Then the king of Egypt spoke to the Hebrew midwives, Shiphrah and Puah.
Do not be afraid, God will guide us and protect us.
When you serve as midwife to the Hebrew women and see them on the birth stool, if it is a son, you shall kill him. But if it is a daughter, she shall live.
But the midwives feared God and did not do as the king of Egypt commanded them, but let the male children live. So the king of Egypt called the midwives and said to them,
Why have you done this, and let the male children live?
Because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, for they are vigorous and give birth before the midwife comes to them.
So God blessed the midwives with families because they respected him greatly. The nation of Israel grew even stronger, but Pharaoh had other plans.
Every son that is born to the Hebrews you shall cast into the Nile, but you shall let every daughter live.
And so Pharaoh's decree went out to kill every son born to the Hebrews. Amram from the house of Levi married Jochebed, a Levite woman, and she had a son. Knowing Pharaoh's command to kill the male children upon birth, she hid him from the Egyptians for 3 months. When she could hide him no longer, she put the child in a basket and placed the basket among the reeds by the riverbank. And his sister, Miriam, stood at a distance to see what would happen to him. Pharaoh's daughter and her servant were at the river that day, and she saw the basket and told her servant to retrieve it. Pharaoh's daughter took pity on the baby.
This is one of the Hebrews' children.
Shall I go and call you a nurse from the Hebrew women to nurse the child for you?
Go, bring me back a Hebrew woman. Take this child away and nurse him for me, and I will give you your wages.
So the woman took the child and nursed him. When the child grew older, she brought him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son.
I will call him Moses because I drew him out of the water.
All right, historians, we will continue the story of Moses next week. Catch you later. Enzo, thanks for the invite. I just knew this was going to be epic. Our team won! Yes! Wow!